That song last week.
You did?
Yeah, we did. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You obviously forgot. Ever been stuck behind a transit bus in Vancouver when it's come off the wires? It happened to Jay Durant not long ago, and boy, was he pissed off about it. It's been happening since the very first day transit buses operated in this city.
It's a fact of life in Vancouver. If you drive a vehicle, there's a pretty good chance you've been stuck behind a trolley bus that's come dewired. And it's another fact that it always seems to happen when you're in a rush, which has led to some hostile encounters.
He came by, swung around the bus, pulled in front and stopped, and reached in the back seat. He started to come for the front of the bus, picked up a piece of galvanized pipe, and he was going to take out the headlights.
Some drivers are impatient, and they'll give us the horn, they'll honk the horn at us, or they'll go by very quickly without giving us any room. You know, if we just need a little bit of room to get those poles back up so we can get on our way.
Good morning, this is, I'll tell you. Yeah.
They've heard the profanity, they've heard the horns. It's the result of something that's really beyond their control. In fact, some have even fallen victim to deliberate dewirings by kids out looking for some fun and free transfers.
I went to the back of the bus, put the poles back up, and when I got back to the driver's compartment, I realized that the transfers had been stolen. And I realized that this was a game that the kids were playing, where one would actually pull the pole and the other one would actually take your transfers.
It's no party for anyone. This guy ended up hanging from the poles in the middle of traffic during a reset attempt.
This ingenious gimmick followed by tower trucks.
At least it doesn't happen now as much as it once did. That's thanks to better technology. By the way, the first ever dewiring occurred seconds into the first ever public ride.
Very first day of service, 1948, and the first recorded dewiring was done by none other than the president at the time of BC Electric, Dale Grauer. He decided he wanted to take a swing at driving the bus, and so he got in behind the wheel and pulled smartly out into traffic and through the poles right there.
Chalk it up to Murphy's Law. If anything can go wrong, it will, and usually at the most inopportune times. At a busy intersection in rush hour traffic with frustrated drivers itching to get home, which sometimes makes this job a little more hazardous than it seems.
In my days as a driver, just simply near misses, where I was, my eyes were focused on putting the poles up and not realizing that there was a large truck that was barreling down and coming by and just missing me by a few inches, and thinking, holy smokes, I just about got hit by a vehicle.
Maybe a couple of extra minutes in traffic isn't that bad after all.
There's certain occupations I would not want, and I give props to the people that do them. Bus driving is one of them.
Yeah.
Police officers, another. Nurse, 12-hour shifts, that's another one. And there are a few more, but that's just ones that came to mind.
Wow. Yeah. It would be a tough job. Okay. What? I thought you were going to say, like, a sanitation worker.
Oh, that's bad, too. Good one, yeah. No one wants to be messing in garbage.
Funeral director.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not good. But the people you're working with at least are quiet.
Yeah. Hey, we've saved the best for last tonight.